So hello, welcome to the Firestone Squadron Firecast. You've got game 2 just about to get underway. So we've got Dom, who's going to fly Anakin, Obi-Wan and the Ghost Squadron Trooper. Connor is still flying Sentinels playing game 1.
Here we go. I'm going to lose 10 in an idiot.
And we have got Anakin with R2 Astromech, Delta 7B Afterburners, and then Obi-Wan with R2 Astromech, Delta 7B, and the Ghost Squadron Trooper just as he is.
Scales with initiative. I just haven't figured out.
No, neither have I.
Like, I just don't. It just doesn't make any sense. I can see why the calibrated laser
We'll see how
target
this game goes. I'm just getting set up.
Not that it's any good, but Delta 7B should be just like flat, like 12 points for everybody. Of course, it's two shield upgrades at 4 points each, 5 points each, plus 2 points to change over green into red. I think it should be a flat. It should just be a flat cost. Personal opinion, probably wrong.
I don't disagree.
Is this for? Who's this for? It's you. Oh, wicked. Awesome. I have been gifted a Kanan Jarrus, which is really great.
I told you we can either give it in the stream or
Chip on.
you can have it yourself.
I'll be having that. Brilliant. So it's from the Weekend Warlords.
Yeah, I played 2 at the weekend.
Awesome.
Have I given you guys each one of my cards, one of the Ahsokas? Have you got one of my Ahsokas?
I do and Dom does.
I know.
I do not have this. Okay.
I do. I used it quite a lot. Unsurprisingly, when I was playing the circle. So.
If anyone gets a chance to play me over the coming
Pretty-
weeks, I'll be
They
giving,
match. They go really well together.
yeah, I'll be giving these up
That's awesome.
at the
Thank you
XDC.
so much.
I think I've got enough. We'll find out.
Snips. I like snips.
Yeah, it's the back of it's upside down, but as Don pointed out, who cares? Because no one you never have the front and the back together at the same time.
And if it's a sleeve, no one's going to see. Nice to play a sleeve.
Well, for my Jedi, I've now got them like stacked 4 deep. I've got Ahsoka, and my Ahsoka all are Mason and Minara in the card, so just depending on which variant I'm trying out that week. But this time I've got realistic contenders.
So Decker is quite interested in seeing your list fly, Dom. You've seen the Afterburners on Anakin, something he was looking at.
I tried it the other week in Reading. It's really good. It's really, really good. The only thing is it's balanced out by the fact they've got the 2 air sleep, not the 3 air sleep, because then they can't afterburns off the 2 air sleep.
Yes.
So I also had him doing that with the R4 is it R4 P17, the droid that lets you do red maneuvers.
No idea.
You know the one that you spend a charge after you do a red maneuver, you may take an action.
It's basically pattern
okay.
analyzer.
Pattern analyzer, but with 2 charges, all on Anakin, and then
R4P17.
yeah, and then 4 torrents. Anakin every game makes points back, but 100 points in torrents was slightly too many. And he came in at like 98 points. Anakin.
That's cool. Guys, if you are liking the stream, please do like our YouTube page, like our Facebook page as well. You get notifications when we're going up. We've got our Twitch page. Share it out. Tell your friends about it.
Do you want to think about it for a second?
If there's anyone who wants to
That
come
last
visit
chance
and
to
join
change
us on the stream,
No,
they're
think
more
we'll
than
leave
welcome
it,
to do so.
Should
Be
be
you
practice.
living in the UK or
I do
not,
need some practice of going.
there are things that we can
I can't
do
get too
to accommodate you and have a bit of fun.
Although when Poe moves second, it's stupid, absolutely obnoxious.
Magician's Transport with M9G8 on it, because that thing can take a droid.
I'm not sure which of them can take it. Whether it's the little bubble, is it the little bubble transport can take a droid, or is it the whole beam?
Oh, okay, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Because you definitely can take droids on that thing.
I don't know if this will tell me.
But I don't think we know yet, do we?
I don't think so.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan has the high ground. This is good. I like this.
Yeah, he's got to have the high ground, so I put Anakin down the bottom.
No,
Even the Ghost
I have
Squadron's
no
got
idea.
higher ground than ours.
He's going to come in low, fast, and aggressive. Ooh. Give me a sec.
Press on the wrong thing there.
So who's player 1?
I am player 1. So
I very graciously thought would give Connor some good practice and let him go first.
maybe get my blocking game on. Although I did manage to block Phil with Bobaguri and beat him the first time I put the resistance files on the table, which gave him a small heart attack. I did roll Phil dice though, so it's fine. Phil Pond dice. That is. Phil GC dice are not renowned for being good. They're generally not bad, but they're not. And much like Phil, my initial opening engagement dice were amazing, and then went absolutely squirrely after that. But because I'd blown up Guri in the second engagement, Phil was like, "That's okay."
I'm going to make another cup of tea while these guys doing those things that I don't have to do anything about because I'm very busy.
Could I be really cheeky and ask for another couple? Was there anyone in?
You are
here. Thank you very much.
Little torrent that could.
The plucky torrent that plucked his way to
I
pluck.
didn't realise I hadn't made a cup of tea since the start of the stream, so therefore we need to.
Bruise a clock, as they say.
Plucky torrent that could.
And they called him.
Yeah, in East, of course, or in S, I don't know how you pronounce your name. But, yeah, so of course, Venny in the bomber alongside Bastion, and Lulo is a list that I've used a lot, which I got top 4 at Hyperspace Trial with, and went undefeated at Hyperspace Qualifier at the UK System Open, which gave me my Worlds invite. And it, M9G8 with a veteran turret gunner bomber is obscenely good. Really is. M9G8 on Bastion is amazing. Why am I not using gas clouds? I like rocks.
Swarms.
Yeah, I mean, I like rocks. Rocks have consequences, and
Gas clouds have consequences.
I basically don't really need to worry about the consequences because I tend not to land on them. I'm relatively okay at not landing on rocks.
The problem with gas clouds is unless you're a swarm player, giving another swarm player all 6 gas clouds is just too much. I find it very hard to come back from.
I really don't ever want to play on a field with 6 gas clouds. And if my opponent has bought gas clouds, I can use them. If my opponent hasn't bought gas clouds, there are rocks, and they have to just worry about rocks.
I think the reason for playing gas clouds is generally to bolster your defence and hide behind them. That would be fair to say. Or if you're not flying a swarm, aces would want to do that. But I think if you're doing that with the aces, then you're missing out on the chance to just try getting close in knife fight and arc dodge, which is what aces tend to want to do more. And if you're taking those range 3 pot shots to somebody through a gas cloud, they're just never going to get hit. So I think you'd rather just take the obstacles and things that people are worried about landing on, and use your skill as an ace player to just get around and get in behind people.
Yes.
I think that's probably fair.
Well, I played against a Joy Swarm when we had 6 gas clouds on them, and it just ruined me. Absolutely ruined me. Just because they just don't care. They just rule yellow over the top of the gas clouds.
Yeah, I never want to be in a situation where I play against a TIE Swarm or something and there's just 6 gas clouds on the table. I don't want to deal with that
Well, really,
situation.
for me as a player, even though using the droid swarm, that I want to run gas clouds.
Well, are you for a Sith Infiltrator, or are you taking 6 and a blah above?
Sith Infiltrator and 5.
Okay. So I'm in the middle of the 2 things I said.
Timer on.
Cool.
Yeah, so this somebody actually took to top 32 at Grand Championships. Hadn't realised that when I wrote it because I was running 4, and I had 4 Trade Federation droids, and I had
Chancellor Palpatine
Palpatine.
more.
Yeah, okay.
But I've now got Grievous Dooku as crew.
Okay, yeah.
And 5 Trade Federation drones, and Hate obviously on all, and 5 Trade Federations with just energy shell charges. And Dooku actually,
I don't know what I'm saying, I've got to do my 5.
was actually really good. I thought.
Lies.
Well, you saved 6 damage over 2 games, which allows ships to still be alive and shoot.
Focus. That's your focus. Over to you for old Ben Kenobi.
Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
Help me, old Ben. I don't ever remember owning a droid. Basically, Obi-Wan Kenobi should have been a lawyer. He should have been a lawyer. 100%.
He's a bit
I don't
senile.
technically remember owning a droid.
He's a bit senile, so we're going to use fine-tune controls to boost.
They were technically requisitioned for me by the.
And then he's going
That works. What's your favourite Star Wars movie, Connor?
Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. To be fair, I do like, and I will say I like all Star Wars. There's very little Star Wars that I don't like content-wise. There's just something about it. There's something I like gritty things generally. Given my background and job choice, it also sort of I understand it a bit better. It all makes a bit more sense to me.
That's cool. What were you playing, Daryl, when you played against the 5 drones?
One thing I found that drones really don't like is Duchess
Duchess
with
without
outmaneuver and
I don't think they like outmaneuver generally because once you're behind them, you can actually.
Yeah, they don't like outmaneuver, they don't like wedge.
They also don't particularly like Anakin and Mace Windu coming YOLOing into them at point blank range.
So Hatchet Man apparently was not a very close game against Maul.
Yeah. I think I heard that there was some chat about it again on the Sith Takers podcast. Where they were saying it's just he gunned for Vinda really quickly, and then if Vinda blows up, Hatchet That point of the list is
game
game
over.
It's game over because you've lost it.
Well, no, this one the other way. It was Hatchet Man beat Maul in the 5 rounds.
I mean, certainly doable. But,
Oh, sorry, you're around here.
Because Maul was, it looks like Maul, from what Darren said there, Maul was just popping drones. Oh, sorry.
I'd say Maul's a hero, but he's not.
Maul killed in 2 rounds, then killed 2 drones a turn. Yeah, that's very doable.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Triple Imperial Aces a lot lately, and I've been really enjoying them. And yeah, I found that if you just kill all the drones, and then Maul cries.
I mean, there's 2 ways to do it. You either just pile everything into Maul and just suffer the energy shells, or you pop drones all the time.
Yeah,
There's definitely 2 ways to do it. And either are perfectly valid depending on what your list is.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're playing with aces and things, you don't have the firepower generally to kill Maul quickly.
And also, Darren was saying he did it 2 turns, which is pretty good.
Yeah, but Hatchet Man is an ace.
That's probably fair.
Hatchet Man is an aces. You've got massively heavy front-loaded damage between.
Open S one.
Yeah, you've just got massively open-ended. Shouldn't Snap go first?
I move first anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just.
I was like, that's a very good point.
So the question is a little hypothetical since there are some T-70s on the table. They're the same chassis ability as the Seek. Do you think that they should be able to take barrage rockets? The reader says they can take that upgrade type, not that it adds a slot, and the rules have it as just a missile upgrade.
In situations like that, try it on the FFG official app.
What's this?
If the FFG official app doesn't let you do it, then I think
can
that's
T-70
a
take barrage rockets?
Yeah.
No, but they only get 1 slot. Barrage rockets is still 2 slots.
Well, that's the quick beat, yes.
Oh, I see,
No, Martin, you know what I'm like with aces. I quite like running away. It's a legitimate strategy.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Open, sorry.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work, but you want it to.
Yeah.
I have that issue with a lot of things in X-Men.
Martin, you know full well that I like running away with aces. It makes me happy.
Take it away. Obi-Wan, where's the game?
And then we will fine-tune controls.
Then it goes towards you.
Yeah, please. And then we will grab a lock on the.
Seems good.
Well, they worked so well against you, Martin. I just carried on doing it ever since. Jedi are my friends. So, pose, grab the focus.
And he goes.
Taking a push. Whereas, of course, the Jedi get to do these kind of things without worrying about stress.
Which is fine.
Fine-tune control. Don't give you destructive shots. And take a look.
Cool. Take it away. Range 2.
Let's play first.
Oh, yeah, I get you. Play range 2.
Into the little torrent that could.
1!
One hit. 2 of 8.
Why do I shoot it twice? Why ever shoot Robert shooting it twice? Range 2 here.
Yeah, looks like range 2 from Anakin into Neeg. So Poe rolled 1 hit,
And the evade.
and the torrent rolled double natural evade. And then Anakin range 2 into 9 num. I'll reroll that for the cocked. We'll reroll this one with the target lock. And then spend 1 force charge for a hit and 2 crits.
2 ships.
Is that, I'm sorry?
Into Neeg. So 2 shields off Neeg.
Yep.
And then Neeg's turn to
Yeah,
shoot
range 3 into
into the torrent.
2 hits.
Just spend the evade token for 1 evade and take 1 damage onto the Gold Squadron torrent.
Everyone range 3.
So John, how are you finding the 1 torrent over the 2 torrents?
I mean, the 1 torrent is nowhere near as good as 2 torrents. I mean, that is just straight up Correct. But you get situations like this where that one tyrant is like, everyone shoot me, and then the Jedi aren't too worried about it.
Wow, there's no point going for the Jedi to start with.
Spend the lock from Obi-Wan, and spend a force charge for 2 hits. And 2 damage into 9. So half one plus 1, so 9. Snap still gets a shield.
That's a good dice. What, a hit crit?
2 hits and a crit. 2 evades, so 1 crit on the Gold Squadron Tyrant, which is a hull breach. Good job, Tyrant. So half points of 9 for 2 damage into the Tyrant.
You need to paint your force fields.
I know, I just haven't got around to it. I'm planning to do it before cut.
And I've got 1 left? 2 left.
Huh?
Anakin. Any force fields? I can't see.
They've got 2 left.
They got two each.
Yeah.
They both spent one.
They
No, actually,
they both spent 2 last time.
I just couldn't see from here. The important thing, obviously.
Oh my god. How much noise do I make?
Lots and lots and lots, apparently.
There you go.
I'll make as much noise as I can. More than the dog.
Absolutely correct. I think Connor knows this, but he didn't really have any other options.
What's this?
The thing with the Tyrants
Chasing
is,
a tyrant is not good.
No, there's no other choice in the first round of combat.
I mean, the thing with Tyrants is your opponent knows there is no other choice, and you just go for it. And
I'm not going to get a block against these. He has initiative, so I might as well put all my 3d70s in one corner, and this is what's going to happen. That's how if I do or don't fuck this up now, is the question. Entirely possible that I just spanner everything. Because if the torrent blocks in the end, he's just dead. So. I'll do that. It could be the end of the world as we know it, but take it away.
What on earth has he done with name? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, standard. Cool. Close this. 4K.
Okay.
It was that or the 3 bank 3 cannon roll
Yeah.
on the torsion.
So if I stayed where I was, it might have blocked you.
Which is why I was kind of just not making as little motion as possible.
Yeah.
Could you just put your finger on the thing to make sure I don't. Yeah, you don't need to breathe. I'm obviously going to barrel roll loot. Focus, clear stress.
Yeah, you still need to drop. See where you take.
Oh yeah, see if I take a quick. So closed. Pattern analyzer this bad boy. I'll just get those out of the way.
Yep.
Which clears my stress. Action.
Yeah, you clear both stress.
But I can't link.
them.
You do. You clear them.
Yes, he does.
Clears both. But you clear them one at a time. They trigger one at a time. You don't get them.
Okay, play that.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, that's me
I
and
think
the
it was
ruled the other
Put
way?
it this way: it's been ruled both ways,
Okay.
and there is no official answer from FFG.
I think it was ruled in the UK that it was one. Just saying, but play whichever way. So whatever you.
It's been ruled
whatever
both
you
ways.
guys
So.
But I still think he's at range 1 anyway, so I think I'll clear the first race, Barrel will clear the second.
No, so what they said at so what it was ruled at one of them is because you receive both stress at the same time in theory.
Yeah.
Your opportunity is to only clear one of them, but there is no official rule of that either way.
Okay. Well, he's done that. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. As I say, play whichever way you agree. Absolutely fine.
Oh, so Obi.
Or just argue about it.
I think we're quite content to do this trade off action.
And yeah, we've just got one.
Hello there.
Hello there, General.
We had a Sith taker join us. That's the general reason to say hello there.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my closing screen.
Why is that one? Oh, bloody freaking. What happened? I don't know. I am going to repaint my droids so they have color coding on them.
Sure.
So when I put them on the stream, they are color coded. But I'm not going to done this for the game.
Why not? Is that what it is?
I mean, it's me. It depends how much time you got in the game, so I could probably do it.
Not wrong.
No, it's definitely not. Foul. Quite where I wanted to be. I thought I might be a little bit more over here. But... Necken's probably going to go about here. No. Ah, too bad. I'm off with my heart, dude.
Going faster than I probably should have.
I thought you were hard to like bang on that place.
Yeah, but I can't really get out of the way.
There's no barrel roll. So,
We'll just lock Poe.
yeah, there's no barrel roll, no boost.
No, so we'll just lock Poe. But Poe gets to shoot first.
Oh, it's not a great thing. Better than that. Check ranges. So we've got range 1 not in bullseye, or range 2 in bullseye. That's a literally
So it's 3 dice either way.
3 dice either way. Who do I want to off so I can externally recharge shields? Shoot it all. Okay, he's got the worst move options next turn, I think. It's my logic. Well, he definitely has the worst options next turn. Hit and a cleat. I've got 1 force charge each.
They've got 2.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't reposition, did they?
Yeah, they haven't done any repositions.
It's benefits.
So 2 shields.
I'm not sure if that was
So was it done?
One evade on Obi. So 2
Two
shields.
shields off everyone. That was a really awkward one because I wanted to push him damage through on him.
So Anakin range 1 into Poe. So 2 hits and a crit and a blank. Spend the lock. And spend a force charge for 3 hits and a crit into
Heroic.
2 blanks into heroic. So takes 3 shields and a crit. Fuel.
Into
Poe. So all shields down on Poe, and he takes a crit, which is a fuel leak. 9 none.
Should we just put the range one?
Range 1 to the trunk.
Oh, sorry. I haven't done that.
No.
I was sitting there thinking, I should have an arm token, I'm cheating. But no, that's not how that works. Sure.
Just 4 hits
Just
straight
four
off.
hits. Sure.
Um,
Just kill him.
so we'll.
He's just dead. He's still just dead.
Yeah, he is just dead. Whatever. No, we'll just leave it, and let's just take 4 crits out of the deck
full crit.
Oh,
because I've got
what's
hull
that?
reach.
Oh, yeah.
So console fire into a direct hit, which draws
A hit.
another direct hit, which draws a loose stabilizer. So that is 2 so far. The third one is Blinded Pilot, and the fourth one is Damage Sensory Ray. So that takes 6 crits out of that.
Seems good.
Wow. I would want to put all that in, but that's just
You can put them all in if you want.
nah. That's a stupid amount. Basically, that's one very, very dead torrent.
I didn't expect both to take damage.
And then Obi-Wan, range 2 into Poe.
Yeah, so that is a hard choice. 2 focuses and a blank. With Poe currently on a fuel loop with no dice, no things himself.
That's Poe's.
And Poe's because he boosted and focused and stuff.
Well, that is a horrible choice to make. No. That's not.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
That's not wasteful.
So I'm going to check, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be. It's going to be out. I'm pretty sure out in arc.
Yeah, not an arc.
Not in arc. It might be an arc, but it's not in range. Or if it's in range, it's not in arc.
Yeah, so the torrent died in spectacular fashion.
Took us 7 crits.
You took a crit string because of the hull breach, which included 2 direct hits. So I don't need to worry about the torrent battle anymore, because torrent's dead. The torrent's done some jobs, because Poe and 9 are both on half.
Poe took a little bit more than I would have hoped, but not more than I expected, if that makes any sense. But it did hurt, I'm not going to lie. So what we got, 4 charges of regen, didn't you? Because you didn't spend Obi's.
Anakin's 1 down. Obi's got full force.
Yeah, I expect Anakin to probably lose all his shields there. Maybe take 1 or 2 damage, but I'd rather take 1 or 2 damage than I've taken the fuel leak. Because the fuel leak can and might just hit him.
To be fair, if you'd kept the focus, it would have stopped the crit. You still would have lost your shields. Based on your dice rolls.
Yeah. And probably based on averages as well. This one is I really wanted to put the pressure on Obi, if that makes sense. There's a height.
So, question: do you think the R2 astromech is a must on Delta 7B at this point?
I'm not sure if it's a must, but I can't see what other option you would really take.
I think it's just really good.
It's just
Yeah.
There's no need to get the blue maneuvers.
Well, the dart's pretty solid. The regen shield is useful.
If you watch Sam Davies' games,
And they're just so
games he was
fast.
on, I think he regen on 2 of them fully in each of the games.
I mean, when I run the Jedi, I very rarely don't spend them, if that makes sense. So they're always there.
I mean, on Wednesday night I had spare parts canisters on both of them, and I used the spare parts on one of the ships both games to regen shields. So in each game, one of them regen 3, and the other is regen 1 or 2 both games. It's just really good.
And it's also quite efficient. Was it 5 points, 4 points? I can't remember. 4.
Yeah, I mean, I expect it goes up in June.
Yeah, I can't see it staying down. It
I
just
expect it goes up in June.
it's too clutch for the Jedi at the minute. Like, to be fair, nearly all of the Jedi are playable apart from Plo Koon and what's the one that gives you marksmanship?
Oh, Barros.
Yeah, those 2 aren't.
Barasophi.
Because he's only got all the 1 force
Force,
charge.
yeah. Get 2
Yeah,
force
yeah.
charges.
Yeah.
Or if there's a way of getting extra force charges on your ships.
And Plo Koon just seems bad.
Which is a bad Obi-Wan, isn't he?
Which
He's
is
got a worse
which
ability.
is sad because Plo Koon's awesome.
Yeah, like in Rebels and stuff.
Yeah,
He's
Rebels is
just
amazing,
an
yeah.
amazing character. That was my hope. Of course, and chaos and some
No,
mayhem.
I won't do it. Okay, so, sure.
Cool. All good.
Yeah, so snap and
Now, my question of my existence as always is: should you boost just because you can boost? I'm going to try because even if I don't get it, I get a focus token. So composure. But he lands quite happily in there, and his action will be to focus. I don't know. I'm looking at it like it's your game.
I haven't thought this through. I've done silly mistakes this time. I've made really silly mistakes this time.
Really?
Yeah. I said I haven't thought this through.
Over to you, mate.
Because Overwatch is going to bump into Anakin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Because I didn't think it
Because
was 3.
he's that 5/4 definitely doesn't clear. Dum, 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 dum.
No, so it's
Straight in.
just whether I shield regen on it. I mean, likely to only get 1 shot against me, which is snap. Be 3 dice. Yeah, shield regen.
Shield regen.
And just slide up. It's not terrible, but it's it was just a silly mistake because I wasn't paying attention.
Hard to.
Getting everything just suddenly moves before me. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Just take a step back. Clear that. Flip that over. Faction number 1.
Seems fair.
Just get it.
To not have a fuel leak.
I don't think at the minute I can risk not taking a focus.
I'm really looking forward to the Republic Wagons.
You are really
Oh, they're just especially with angle deflector shields. Is he just off? Oh, he's not off.
They're very pretty.
4K 10.
I like that they have all their armor plates.
Well, talking in the chat about a Republic beef list. So why would you probably create a Republic beef?
Yeah, but there's already like a Republic beef list there, isn't there? I mean, you've got.
Well, yes, so you've got Matthew saying Mace does 7B, Wolf, Cody 104, 104 to 200 points. Yeah, interesting.
I don't know if that takes
I still think just the best one is the double torrent for 4 torrents.
4 torrents and 2 arcs, which is just.
And I reckon with the angle deflector shields, you just take sync up angle deflector shields now instead of all commandable. Because I can't see that being more than 4 points. Because is reinforced worth more than 12 points? I'm not sure. Because it's a negative shield upgrade, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. But I don't know. It can't be that expensive in my head. The angle deflector shields. Don't get me wrong. It's clearly good, but
You're just debating spending the stress.
spending the boost from the
Afterburns is the first thing I'm contemplating.
Oh, okay.
But you can do them in either order, can't you? So you could, if you want to, barrel roll and boost in, but I'm not sure what you would.
No, you couldn't barrel roll and boost in.
Can you?
Because I'm stressed at the moment.
Oh yeah,
You spend the force to ditch the stress.
I mean, yeah. Oh, technically I could, because I could spend the force to ditch my stress, spend the force to use fine-tune controls, and then
And
spend
then
the
afterwards.
afterburners. Yeah.
But it's a lot of.
But you then have
And then
lost
Anakin with 1 force.
No, it'd be Anakin
You
with
don't
no
have
force.
Oh, forces, yeah.
Yeah, you just have a focus.
You
That's
don't
not
have
happy
focus.
Anakin.
Oh no, because you're actually.
Yeah, it's not great.
I mean, I could. Oh yeah, I would be able to take an action still at the end of it, but it's not great.
Not a happy Anakin in that scenario.
Because I'm basically tired enough that I'm not 100% sure if a 1 forward straight boost is going to put me in Snap's arc. I don't think it does, but. Right, so no, I'm not going to afterburners. I'm just going to ditch the stress by spending the force.
Yep.
Because I can do it too. And then he'll take focus.
Yep.
For his action. So no shot from Pope.
Anakin. Go range 2 on Poe. Maybe range 3. Range 3.
Range 3 Poe, or range 1 Snap. Or range 2 Knee.
They're both taking 1 damage.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot Knee. Range 2.
Seems good. Seems like a right choice.
For 3 blanks. So, heroic! No, I'm not resistant.
Well, I'll shoot you back.
Or you're shooting.
So
you need range 2 into anything?
I'm not being shot.
No,
So
might as well.
Or
So hit crit.
So spend a force or
Spend the focus.
Focus, yeah, sorry.
And lose
1 shield off
on
Anakin.
that.
Yeah. And snappers, range 2 into Obi-Wan. Old Ben Kenobi. I'm just saying, being really confused. Spends a focus for 3.
Just for 3 paint.
Just for 3 paint.
Spend a force charge. Use the shield. Just regen. regen force.
So, Obi-Wan on 1 shield.
Yeah, Obi-Wan has 1 shield, Anakin has 2.
It's just average.
It's all gone very quiet. You're contemplating.
Basically,
You didn't try the boost then?
No, I just stayed where I was.
clear the stress and
Cleared the stress.
then did nothing to Poe.
Shot Neen and did nothing to
Oh, sorry, shot in the end.
I rolled 3 blanks for my attack dice.
Oh.
So,
Snap rolled 3 eyeballs for his attack with his, and he had the focus taken. So he put the shield that Obi-Wan regenerated was a shield that Obi-Wan lost.
yeah, so Neen took a shield off Anakin and Obi-Wan lost the shield he regenerated against Snap.
Okay.
Decisions. Which way? Okay, so he moves and he moves.
Yeah, both these move.
Both these guys.
Like,
move
got to
first.
remember this. Both of them move.
Yeah,
Let's try and work out what I'm doing, right? Because that's what I made the mistake of last time.
Try and fit in the kid. Which I don't know if it does.
So,
It's very close.
mark up.
Obi-Wan. Let's try. I think it's just that. I think that's going to be an odd, isn't it? Yeah, just.
Yeah.
So just.
Yeah, you can't go all the way back, sadly. It seems worth the risk at the moment because he's
He's in a bad position.
yeah, he's not in a great position, and he's the one that's on full health, so it's not the end of the world for Snap. So I just want to suppose slightly.
And he might be in a really annoying position if Anakin's trying to go
But he
fast.
still ditches the stress, isn't he? Because it's...
No, because it's Snap right, so
Snap.
he just takes.
Oh,
stress.
snap, sorry.
But the other thing as well, if Anakin's gone fast to try and chase Poe, it's not the end of the world if he bumps as well. Because it block. If. Yeah, it's a big if, but it's what I assumed, it's what I would have done had I been chasing Anakin to try and get rid of Poe.
Before Don reveals it down, I'll say what I think he's done.
With which one?
Anakin. Obi-Wan, I've no clue.
I've got no shot here, I don't think so.
Oh, I think Obi-Wan's maneuver. I thought Obi-Wan's maneuver was relatively.
Do I want to barrel roll that? I don't want to barrel roll at this point.
Well, I thought it was relatively obvious, but I could be wrong.
Just do that.
Well, I first thought it would have been a sweep with Obi-Wan.
He's doing 5k down.
Oh, I forgot about 5k. That was my initial thing.
Everyone forgets the 5k.
I did.
Just give
5k is for the win.
If it's easy enough to do. Yeah, I just thought 5k because I wasn't exactly sure what Nien was doing, and I'm like, if he goes slow, like a 1 bank or something, the 5k still close. But it's relatively. That's what I could do for me.
Everyone forgets 5k.
Because I'm like, it's relatively a safe turn for him this turn. Do you turn around? It's not the end of the world. And he's got a lock on Nien, and he's got 3/4 strike.
Just the C4, isn't it?
No. No.
That's what I would have done.
I mean, Poe moves first. Poe moves first.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hard for Poe to get round to shoot Obi-Wan this time. So Obi-Wan doing that, staying in the fight, and having keeping the reach gen and stuff another time's fun. No, I'll just turn one back.
Didn't manage to quite bump him.
It felt relatively safe, and I thought Poe might try to come back around this way. And if Poe tries to come back around this way, Anakin get shots. Anakin's just going to take a lot. On Poe. Yeah, it just felt the safest options. Alright, so Anakin.
Range 3.
Works to be obstructed as well because of angles. No, not obstructed. So just range 3. So just spend 4 stars for 3 hits. And Poe takes 3 damage and dies.
Ooh, was that blank focus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
blank focus. Nice. Dead Poe down. And then Obi-Wan is range 1.
Yep.
Into the name. Basically a fully modded chap. So spend the lock.
Yep.
And spend a force for 3 hits. So dead.
Oh,
No, you've got 1 left. I've only got 3 hits.
Oh, I thought we got 4, sorry.
No.
No, that's fine.
We had 4.
No.
I just assumed it was 4, it's usually 4. 4
Yeah, I mean, with basically fully modded attacks, you expect 4, right? But no, 9's got 1 left. And then regen force, and back to you, Dogs. Yeah, it seemed a safe turn to do that.
This Jedi is so good. Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've also got to get the right kind of positions and stuff.
Yeah, the thing is, there's not much, if you run a position you can do if you're moving first, even with other stuff, but it was very difficult to try and find an angle of attack. Had that landed, that 4K, I'd have been in probably a much better position.
Yes.
Which is why it was worth the risk, because if he just bumbled forward or did anything else, there was no gain.
Yeah, and as you said, you expected me to go fast with Anakin to chase Poe around that way.
Yeah, because that's what I thought would have been a fairly sensible thing to do as well, because you can keep up with him very easily around the corner.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah, but I just went for more the intercept approach. So I assumed you would try and come back around that rock, so I just went to try and cut you off.
there was no great decision or great choice there for me. I don't feel. Cool. Going forward. Not at any point changing them, but take a focus.
Yep.
And then 4K, take a focus. Put open wings.
Yep.
Just be heroic.
He's pointing in the right direction.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the thing again. If he'd have landed the turn around, they'd have been in the position which is what I was hoping for. Because anyway, I was making anything out of it.
3, 4 from everyone.
And again, if Anakin's done the hard one, Obi-Wan's got to get out of the way. Which is why I'd only want Rex to do a 1 forward, because he blocks the boost.
Yep. Which is exactly what you've done.
Because if Anakin's hard one, there's a chance that Neo will get a shot this before he dies.
So we're going to fine-tune controls. No first action, just take focus.
Yep.
Anakin hard one. And just take a lock.
Yep. Anakin range 2.
So hit and 2 blanks, so spend the lock. For 2 hits on the crit.
There we go.
Yeah.
What was your result, Connor?
Blank eyeball.
And range 1 from Obi.
Does it Neon, was it?
Into the end, yeah.
2 hits from Obi-Wan.
One shot down or something.
Was that nothing from?
1 shield onto Timlin in snap from Obi-Wan.
And you've got the Reno shield, didn't you?
Very nice.
By the same token.
Oh yeah, by the same token.
Yeah, with the
Sayings at the back.
I've got a set of those. They're very pretty.
I think this one's probably rare and true. I don't know if you can read that.
What is it? I've got him now.
No.
what does it say?
I've got a problem here.
Apparently, it's always been a trap for Snap Wexley. They definitely picked the wrong fighter out of their choices to bring forward to the rebellion. I mean, the Ark, when you could have taken the Jedi Starfighter, I don't know what they were doing. They definitely picked the wrong ship.
But they don't have the Jedi to fly the Jedi Starfighters. That was the issue.
There's history. Well, if they've got pilots good enough to fly even, they've probably got pilots good enough to fly Jedi Starfighters.
No, they need the Force. You have to have the Force to fly Jedi Starfighter. They're too nimble, obviously.
Except the fact that droid can fly one.
Shh. It's because R2D2 though, it's not like any average droid. Oh, it was an R2,
No,
it's the
R4.
R1, it's the R4, isn't it?
Yeah.
R4. Yeah.
It's not R2. R2 could probably fly though.
Nothing fancy R4.
And have you noticed the shields are still up?
Sorry, Austin.
That's pretty much what's going on here. Ali just decided to take the shields off before Obi-Wan gets the kill.
Okay. So Obi-Wan's just going to go straight with Arc. Doesn't take damage. Wasn't eyeball. Was 4 forward straight with Arc.
Bloody outrageous.
Yeah, because
Bloody
they
outrageous.
boost if you want to.
I mean, I can. I don't think I need to. Just stay where I am.
That's a mistake. That's going to be a mistake. Snaps around and roll nothing but hits and hits.
Yeah, he's going to evade everything and shoot back.
Shoot back
smack
and-
something.
Smack over.
Take crit.
Take it away.
Take crit. Take a lot. Jeez.
I might take a crit, but you arrange to.
Range 2 for Anakin.
Aye.
So hit crit. Blank. Spend a lock for a hit. 2 crits.
2 shots.
2 shots.
You might as well take a
Eyeball
crit.
away.
Is it range 1?
Eyeball leg. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it looks like it, which is why I didn't bother doing any boosting or anything.
Yeah.
So range 1 from Obi-Wan. So blank, hit, crit, eyeball, spend a force for 2 hits on a crit.
He lives. Just about, maybe. Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, 2 eyeballs, so he takes 2 hits on a crit. And the crit is...
Wounded pilot.
Wounded pilot.
Right.
He's still alive!
Here's the thing. Have you noticed the shields are still up?
Where's he going?
Anakin shoots
I'm
shields.
sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to get half
So
points.
one left.
1 hit in marbles. Literally,
One of it.
what a great dice roll. Snap, you're a hero.
There's one left on
With
snap.
1 left on snap, with a wounded
Left.
pilot.
Pilot.
With a wounded pilot.
If you perform an action, you just cry.
Roll dice and then maybe get stress.
Oh, he doesn't know where he's going anymore. Somewhere. Go for his retirement village. That's what very nice. Does he get any stress when he boosts?
Yes.
Yes, he does get.
Well, to be fair, he is in a bit of a predicament.
So
I would be
boost
fairly
against
stressed
stress.
about him.
Well, I was trying to get like a little bit of a boost in the
Anakin
focus.
regens.
Obi-Wan.
It doesn't matter.
regains the shield.
Doesn't matter. It's not a half one.
Obi-Wan.
And then 2 zips. And then Anakin is doing 35k turn. So Anakin does 5k turn and then uses afterburners. Goes back down. Switch to Sean at range 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure.
spend a force to clear the stress and then take a target lock.
Got 1 charge
This is
left.
action.
That's right. Snap's fine.
And then range 1 from Anakin into Snap. 1 eyeball and 3 blanks. So spend a
You
lot.
should roll them all, including the eyeball.
I'll spend 2 force charges for 2 hits. It's enough. To put 1 through onto Snap.
I just couldn't get an approach. I looked at it, I was like,
Yeah, it's not easy, especially with the Jedi moving.
So, question for you then, Dom. Which version do you prefer?
this is not as good as the 2 times.
No, it's to still have 1 torrent but have the spare particons clearance on both.
I don't think you need it.
I mean, I don't think I use spare parts canisters enough, and I think a bigger bid is probably better.
The game would have been very different. Look at it this way: how different would the game have been had Dom had to move first?
Yeah.
Because then suddenly.
And I mean, to be fair, the entire reason I think you're looking at this over the two torrents is because you're looking for the matchup against the two torrents.
Yes.
And you want the bid against them, and you've got Obi-Wan who is initiative higher than whatever the second Jedi is that they're bringing.
But that's the idea where people come down to Luminara and dropped one of the R2 units just to try and find the extra points to get the bid in against.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So
very much.
I mean, the double Jedi double torrents has gone down. People are running it at 194 or 192, and this
Because Luminara, you can't go much lower.
no, because that's Luminara without the astromech. I think is 192.
190, stupid unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still think, generally speaking, against 80% of the games, 2 and 2 is probably a more useful.
With no bid.
I think.
Oh no, with like the 4 point.
You still have a bid, but I think I probably agree. I think that the two torrents is probably the better list against things like Rebel Beef.
Yeah, against
Against the overall melee.
Yeah, where you've got the two torrents that can jam up, get in the way, cause problems.
But against the aces, this obviously that it's got
Bigger bid.
bigger bid. But the only thing that outbids it is probably the Imperial Aces variants. They come in at 186. Because a lot of them do. Cause,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
because they're all crumble.
I mean, the triple Imperial Ace list that I've been playing, I could quite easily go down to
1-8.
well, I could
180.
drop 18 more points, so I could go down to 179 comfortably.
Yeah, 180, and you've still got enough of a punch there to intimidate.
Yeah, because I mean, you've still got FCS after Burner Vader. You've got
Which
Predator.
I think you have to.
You've got Predator Suntir, and that's Predator Duchess.
I think that's still pretty
Yeah,
good.
and that's 179 points.
So shall we move on to game 3?
Yeah. Move my crap
Yeah,
out of
cool.
the way.
cool.
This thing.